For today's schlong, we have to talk about what happens to some animals after they cross that rainbow bridge.
Unfortunately.
And their owners are not ready for that to happen. We're going to just play you a video and then we will discuss.
I knew choosing to show that I'd preserve my cat on the internet was going to spark some controversy. But
Oh my
honestly,
God.
I did not do it for all the haters. I did it for someone that needs to know that this service existed. Because if someone wasn't brave enough to show that they had done this with their cat, I never would have known. Gerard was my absolute soul
Oh my
cat.
God.
I cannot
Yeah,
explain to you how much he meant to me. And I just wanted other people out there to know that the service existed. We're not creeped out. We talk to him, we pet him almost every single day. And
That's
if this
bravery.
is what you want to do with your pet, don't listen to anyone. You do you.
No, just no. Listen. She's like, you're brave enough to do this. Come on, you taxidermied your cat.
No, it's not taxidermy. She said specifically it's a
freeze-dried
very
it.
yeah, it's different. It's a whole different process. That cat is freeze dried.
Okay, so is that better, Mom?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Freeze drying your cat is better. Okay, listen. My daughter and I, we watch Dance Moms. It's like our guilty pleasure. It's like the old Dance Mom show. We just kind of binge watch it, and we like to make fun of all the moms and how completely nuts they are. And the main teacher, Abby, she taxidermied her dog, her little poodle, and it was like, oh, my dog, and it's like a stuffed animal to her now. And I'm sorry, but that is batshit. I'm judging you. It's weird. You know, it's weird. It's weird.
I will be honest about a thought that I've had, but I'm not going to do it. But I have had the thought.
You're going to, oh God, here we go.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say it out loud.
You guys.
Just to put it out there, but I'm not doing it. Okay. But I have thought. Because Ella Dog has that wonky ear, the brindle ear, which is not typical of labs. It's her special thing.
You want to save
her
ear?
That I thought I kind of wouldn't like. Would that be weird to just save her ear because it's the softest thing you've ever felt in your entire life?
It's a little weird.
I know it is, but also I have thought about it. But I know I won't do it. But
it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I mean, I love you, but that's a little weird because people would be like, what is that? Is that a piece of a rug? You'd be like, no, that's my dog's ear. That's my dead dog's ear.
That's why I can't do it, right? Because I would have to say it out loud and I couldn't just like keep it hidden and like.
You'd be in Beaufort. Somebody would ask you what it is. It'd be in your office somewhere. And then the whole neighborhood would be talking about how you're that lady with her dead dog's ear in her office. And they'd be like, she's batshit.
I know I can't do it, but I can't tell you how many times I've thought about it. Like thought about how much I'm going to miss that ear. You know what I mean? And then Jason, I thought, well, is there a way to preserve it? I don't
Everybody's
know.
saying you should make it into a keychain. And I disagree.
No, I can't do
like
that.
Like a rabbit's foot. It's like a rabbit's foot, but only it's a dog's ear. No, guys, I'm drawing the line.
You know what? That is an interesting comparison, though, because a lot of people carried around rabbit's feet without any thought about it. And that was normal.
We're not making this a thing. We're not making this like it's a lucky charm. I have my dog's ear. Look, it's a thing.
I mean, I wouldn't have it on a keychain, but just to have it like somewhere in a box or something.
Okay. It's like taxidermying my Great Danes. Can you imagine?
Well, that would be a big job. Or the price. Oh my God.
I can't even imagine. I know somebody's saying that people clone pets. Listen, losing an animal is devastating. I've lost like 3 in the past 4 years, and it takes a lot out of you. It's a grieving process. It's absolutely positively devastating. Okay. But the whole taxidermying, I don't even know what freeze drying is. I don't understand that process.
I will tell you that the result of the freeze drying looked vastly more real and lifelike than the taxidermying. For sure.
I just feel like there's a process that you have to go through. It's like grieving people, and you have to remember them, and then you have memories, and
So what you're saying is I shouldn't save Ron's ear either.
You have talked about turning Ron into a diamond,
which I completely would. And remember the lady with the stones that were made out of her like mom or something, and she was able to carry around her mom.
She's gonna make her husband into a diamond. You guys,
I'm just not ruling it out.
I I just feel like death is a part of life. It is. Death is a part of life. And it's kind of, we try to teach our children that and everything, that it's awful, but it's a part of life. And you can't keep them with you. You know what I mean? You want to, everybody wants to do that, but you have to mourn and go through that process. And it's the same thing for animals. And, we live on a ranch and there are and animals pass away. And so it's important to teach children like that happens. It's a part of life. Death is a part of life. And I don't know, the whole taxidermying animals I
know, it's weird.
So just because you miss them, that's a little bit, it's just odd to me. It's odd.
It's a little odd. I know. I'm not going to do it, you guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it.
So, first person, diamonds are forever. That's right. Turning your husband into a diamond may not be odd because let's face it, diamonds are a girl's best friend, right?
But then I'd have to worry about like what happens to him, centuries from now. Like, where is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll be on some chick's hand.
I guess I have to worry about that no matter what, though. Like even if you're a person who buries a person, which I do not like people in boxes. That whole thing grosses me out. I'm very much a cremating kind of person, but like even that, like even those remains, anyway.
Totally. I know we have to move on, but like my husband even said like the cremation thing, he watches some mortician on TikTok or whatever. And he told me that somebody asked the question, what happens to all the parts? Like, I have titanium in my back.
Oh, yeah.
And I probably will get cremated one day. Right. So he's like, what happens to all those parts? And they literally have boxes of it. They keep
the spare parts
of the parts, like of titanium, of knees and of, like different, like all the titanium, all the steel parts and whatever, the titanium parts of people's knees and hips and things like that. And what's interesting about that is that they've changed so much over the years. So like a knee from 20 years ago is so vastly different than a knee now. Because because the technology has changed. I think it's very interesting. So anyways,
wow, that's wild.